Basic concepts of financial accounting. Today we are starting with the basic concepts of financial accounting. In this lecture, we will understand the foundation of accounting, including the accounting equation, assets, liabilities, owner's equity, and how transactions affect financial statements. These concepts help us understand how financial information is recorded and reported. Next, we begin with the most fundamental rule of accounting, the accounting equation. The basic accounting equation. Financial accounting is built on the basic accounting equation. Assets equals liabilities plus owner's equity. This equation must always remain balanced. It shows that everything a business owns is financed either by borrowing money or by the owner's investment. Now let's see how this equation appears in financial statements. Accounting equation and balance sheet. The balance sheet is an expanded form of the accounting equation. It presents assets on one side and liabilities plus owner's equity on the other side, clearly showing that total assets always equal total claims on those assets. To make this clearer, let's look at an example balance sheet. Example balance sheet. A balance sheet lists assets such as cash, accounts receivable, inventory, and equipment. On the other side, it shows liabilities like accounts payable and notes payable, along with owner's equity. The total of assets equals the total of liabilities and owner's equity, proving the accounting equation. Now, let's understand each element of the equation one by one, starting with assets. Assets. Assets are valuable resources owned by a business. They are expected to provide future economic benefits and result from past transactions or events. Examples include cash, inventory, equipment, and buildings. Next, we examine liabilities, which represent obligations of the business. Liabilities. Liabilities are present obligations of a business arising from past events. They represent probable future sacrifices of economic benefits, such as paying cash or providing services. Common liabilities include accounts payable and loans. Now, let's look at the owner's interest in the business. Owner's equity. Owner's equity represents the owner's residual interest in the assets of a business after all liabilities are paid. It shows the owner's claim on the business resources. Let's see how owner's equity can increase over time. Increase in owner's equity. Owner's equity increases when owners invest additional capital in the business or when the business earns profits and retains them instead of distributing them to owners. Now, let's understand another way to view owner's equity. Owner's equity as net assets. Owner's equity is also known as net assets. It is calculated as assets minus liabilities, showing what truly belongs to the owners after settling obligations. Next, we see how different parties claim the business assets. Claims on assets. Both liabilities and owner's equity represent claims on the assets of a business. Liabilities represent claims by outsiders, while owner's equity represents the claim by owners. Let's separate these two types of claims clearly. Liabilities as external claims. Liabilities are claims held by external parties such as banks, suppliers, and lenders. These claims have priority over owner's equity. Now, let's look at the owner's position in these claims. Owner's equity as owner's claim. Owner's equity is the residual claim on assets. Owners receive what remains only after all liabilities have been settled. With these elements clear, we now examine how transactions affect them. Transactions and the accounting equation. Business transactions affect the accounting equation, but must always keep it balanced. Transactions may increase or decrease assets, liabilities, or owner's equity in various combinations. Let's see the different ways transactions can affect accounts. Effects of transactions. Some transactions affect both sides of the equation, while others affect only one side. For example, exchanging one asset for another changes asset composition, but not total assets. No matter the transaction, one rule always applies. Balance of the equation. No matter what transaction occurs, the accounting equation must always remain in balance. This is the fundamental rule of accounting. Now let's analyze some common transactions to understand this rule better. Owner's investment transaction. When an owner invests cash into the business, assets increase and owner's equity increases by the same amount, keeping the equation balanced. Next, we look at borrowing from outside parties. Bank loan transaction. When a business takes a loan, assets increase due to cash received, and liabilities increase due to the obligation to repay the loan. Now let's see a transaction involving advance payments. Prepaid rent transaction. When rent is paid in advance, cash decreases but prepaid rent, an asset, increases. This is a shift within assets. Next, we examine purchasing goods on credit. Inventory purchased on credit. Buying inventory on credit increases inventory as an asset and increases accounts payable as a liability. Now, let's look at purchasing long-term assets. Equipment purchased with cash. When equipment is purchased with cash, cash decreases and equipment increases. Total assets remain unchanged. Now, let's summarize how assets change overall. Summary of asset changes. Multiple transactions affect different asset accounts such as cash, inventory, prepaid rent, and equipment, but total assets are always maintained correctly. Next, we summarize changes in liabilities and owner's equity. Summary of liabilities and owner's equity. Transactions also affect liabilities and owner's equity accounts, which together must always equal total assets. With all transactions recorded, we can now prepare the balance sheet. Balance sheet after transactions. After recording all transactions, a balance sheet is prepared to show updated assets, liabilities, and owner's equity. The totals must still balance. Now we move into revenues and expenses. Revenues and expenses. Revenues increase owner's equity, while expenses decrease owner's equity. Profit increases equity, and losses reduce it. Let's define revenue more clearly. Revenues. Revenues are inflows of assets or reductions in liabilities earned by providing goods or services to customers. Examples include sales revenue and service revenue. Now we discuss when revenue should be recorded. Revenue recognition. Revenue is recorded when it is earned, not necessarily when cash is received. Cash receipt is not required for revenue recognition. This leads us to accounts receivable. Accounts receivable. Accounts receivable represent amounts owed by customers for goods or services already provided. Revenue may be recognized before cash is collected. Now, let's see what happens when cash is received before earning revenue. Cash received before earning revenue. Sometimes cash is received before goods or services are delivered. In such cases, revenue is not recognized immediately. Let's understand this with an example. Advance payment example. When a magazine subscription is paid in advance, the company cannot record revenue until the magazines are delivered. Finally, we conclude with how such amounts are treated in accounting. Unearned revenue. Revenue received in advance is recorded as a liability until it is earned. Revenue is recognized gradually as the service is provided.